like Ezekiel, 36. He's going to know these things. So that's how I would parse, what goes on with the eunuch. But in any event, you don't always have signs when people believe. But let's go through a few other examples. How about Paul himself? You read through Paul's conversion. Where's the sign gift? Okay, you just don't have it. You don't have this language about, the Spirit of God fell upon him and he spoke in tongues. This is Paul we're talking about. You don't get this language. So to me, I don't know why you're making this a requirement to validate salvation when you can't even demonstrate it with Paul. Okay, there's no account of this in his conversion. How about the Philippian jailer? Acts 16. Okay, there's no sign there. How about believers in Berea? Acts 17. Specifically Acts 17:12. They believe, but there's no reference to the coming of the Spirit and the signs and all that stuff. How about believers at Mars Hill later on in Acts 17? Same thing, you don't have a sign. How about Crispus in Acts 18:8? No sign. Okay, I hope you see the point. It's very easy for church groups to teach that, if you're really a believer, if you really have the Holy Spirit, you're going to do this, that, or the other thing. Speak in tongues, whatever it is. And then they'll point to you in the New Testament where that sort of thing happens. But they conveniently leave out the places where it doesn't. And that's really inconsistent and frankly unfortunate because it creates, again, this culture of haves and have-nots, and it can be used by leadership. And I don't know the specific situation here, but it can be used by leadership to manipulate people. And again, that's just really unfortunate.